US and the Israel are fighting Iran. Because of that, a lot of people think it is Christians and Muslims who are fighting, because they know when you go to Iran, 90% are Muslims. When you go to US, I think 90% are Christians, and when you go to US, the same thing. So when you come to Africa, that is what a lot of people are thinking. They think it's Christians and Muslims who are fighting. But when you think like that, you need to recycle your brain. Where you are thinking toward will not help you. You need to sit down and learn the reason these three countries or these two countries are fighting one country. So when you see two Muslims standing and they are talking about this war, what you hear, you won't like. They will be like, yes, we the Muslims, we will not allow, or we won't sit for this Christian to take over our country. We won't. A whole lot. Sometimes I go to them, educate them small, but because of their family stand where they are, very difficult for you, for them to understand, or for you to educate them for them to understand. You try your best, but it is what they are saying. They won't change their mind. But let me tell you, they are not fighting because of religion domination. Like the Christian want their religion to dominate in the Middle East, or the Muslims are also want their religion to dominate in the Middle East. No, there are two reasons. One is a nuclear weapon dispute. You know, after the Second World War, no, after the First World War, yes, a lot of countries, many countries started, building nuclear weapons. The way they are seriously building, if they don't stop, one day they will destroy the whole world. Because, the nuclear weapons can destroy the whole world twinkle of an eye. When they throw one nuclear weapon, or when they fire one nuclear weapon, it can destroy the whole of Kumasi, or the whole of Accra, or the whole of South Africa. It is deadly weapon. So they came on agreement and said that no, we need to stop, or we need to put stop on it, because it will not help this world. And then they open a book. Yes, they open a book. The Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, 1960. Yes, they opened a book in the year 1960 for people to come and sign. And families say that they will not produce, or they will not build nuclear weapon. So 1960, that was 1968. Yes, so 1968, Iran signed, and then 1970 they rectify it. It means they won't build nuclear weapons. We don't know what changed their mind, and they started building nuclear weapons. They started building nuclear weapons. But the US, US is the superpower. You can go up and come down. US is superpower. The Israelis also think that, no, when we allow these people to build nuclear weapons, I don't think they will spare us, because they have already said the Israel shouldn't be exist in this world. So the Israelis are afraid if they allowed Iran to build nuclear weapons. But when you ask the Iran why they are building nuclear weapons, they are saying they are building for energy purpose. Or why are they producing a lot of uranium? They will tell you that they are producing for electricity, or let me say the energy purpose. But the world saw that they are not producing it for what they are saying. They are producing it, or they are extracting more for nuclear, to build nuclear weapons. Do they ask them to stop? But still, they said they won't stop. And because of they have said they will, the Israel shouldn't be exist in this world, as I already said, they are afraid. And then the US, too, because of their superpowers, they won't allow you to build nuclear weapons to come and destroy the world. And you know how, so to say that when you go to Middle East, let me add this, when you go to Middle East, Iran is also superpower there. They control everything there. So when they allow these people to build nuclear weapons, they will destroy the whole world, because we know how they are supporting the rebel groups in the Middle East. The Hezbollahs, the Al-Qaedas, those Boko Harams and those people, they are the ones supporting them. They are the one, providing them with weapons, sophisticated weapons. So they saw that no, even they have not built, or even they have it, they have not brought it for people to see. But what they are doing, how they are supporting the rebel group to fight against the Israelites, as they already said, there's no way they will allow Israelites to have peace. If you don't stop them and they build, I don't think they will spare us. So US stood up and said, no, stop it. But they say they won't stop. So they decided that no, where they are building the nuclear weapon, you have to destroy it. So US and then the Israel came together and started fighting the Iran. And unfortunately for them, one of their leader, Ayatollah, was being killed. So the Iran also said, because of you have killed our leader, there's no way we will end this war. But strategically, US and then Israel has won the war because they have achieved their objectives. Have you seen? So stop thinking it's Muslim and then Christian who are fighting. This is no Christian and Muslim thing. This is nuclear weapon dispute. Nuclear weapon dispute. Don't do it. You said you sign. I won't do it, but now you were doing it. How? And you have already promised the world there's one country you will never allow them to exist. And later I'll come and tell you, tomorrow I'll educate you how we got the Israel. You understand me more. But for now, let's brush through. Now, the second one is power struggle in the Middle East. Both countries want influence in the Middle East. Iran support groups and governments in the Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and then Yemen. Then the US support Iran rivals like Israel and then Saudi Arabia. Yes, as I've already said, the Iran support groups and the government in the Middle East, Lebanon, Yemen, and then Iraq and Syria, and those people, they are very wicked. The Iran provide them weapons, and the weapon that Iran is providing them, they are using it to harm people around there. The Israelites, they are using the weapon to harm them. Yes, and then when you go to the US also support Iran rivals Israel, and then the Saudi Arabia, the Iran, they don't like Saudi Arabia, they don't like Israel. That's how it is. So if you won't support and you are supporting our rival, then we don't like you. We don't like you. At first, the US and the Iran were allied. But because of 2 or 3 reasons, the chemistry broke out and down near their enemies. So what I want to tell you is, don't think this fight is Muslims and Christians as a lot of people think. No, it is not like that. They are fighting because of nuclear weapon dispute, because of power struggle in the Middle East. That's the reason they are fighting. So when you see people talking about this fight and they think or they contributed to Muslims and Christians, tell them that it is not like that. That's not it is. It is power struggle and then nuclear weapon dispute. Here's Trenders TV. Make sure you subscribe. You say tomorrow we'll give more detail how we got the Israel and the reason the Iran are also, the Iran is not, contempt with how we got the Israel and the reason they are fighting them. Bye-bye.